This is shit. I mean, it says it's traditional sour cream, saldais krejums, but I've been in Latvia for long enough to know that it doesn't need natural starch, locust bean gum, carrageenan, and halal gelatin. Not that any of those things are inherently bad, it's just a really good sour cream doesn't need it because texture matters, and this stuff just doesn't perform the way a proper sour cream should. So, let's make our own. We're trying to make this sour cream again using kefirs and saldais krejums and a little bit of milk. I made the mistake last time of using 35% cream and not thinning it out. Fun fact, once you make sour cream out of 35% cream, you can actually whip it and turn it into butter, which is sort of what started happening last time. So we're going to bring down the fat percentage a little bit with some milk and put in around about the same amount of kefir, and then hopefully we can bring it all together into a nice, really silky texture sour cream, just like I had in Latvia from some of my favorite brands. So first of all, let's sterilize a jar. So between the kefir and the milk, we've got about an average fat percentage of about 2.5%. So to bring the 35% fat of the cream down, I'm gonna go work on ratios basically. We're gonna go approximately 1/3 kefir and milk, probably more kefir than milk, and then just top up the jar with cream. So let's crack on. Make sure your make sure your kefir has live cultures, by the way. That's what will make your cream go sour. So, about that much in, about there, and then we'll go all the way up to the line with cream. Oh. And now we will cover it loosely with a paper towel, put a little rubber band around it, and just set it on the windowsill for a couple of days. So this has been on the counter for about 3 days now, just sitting in the sun. It's split, there's a bit of water forming in the bottom, or whey forming in the bottom, and I think it's time to stick it in the fridge. It's looking pretty good, better than usual. So the sour cream has been going for about 3 days. Still got a little bit of jiggle, but that'll firm up in the fridge as all the stuff sort of settles and compacts into a sort of slightly more cheese-like substance. Let's give it a go. It's still a little bit loose, but oh, that's sour. Jesus. But so much better than the crappy store-bought stuff. No stabilizers, none of that. Just the basics, and you get great results. So let's cook something with it now. I've got some salmon in the fridge. Now, this is not New Zealand salmon. It's Norwegian salmon, and I should be repping my country, but with New Zealand salmon being 3 times the price despite being 17 times closer, you know what, Norway, I'm happy to represent you here. Your salmon's great. It's just fantastic. The salmon has a bigger carbon footprint than Taylor Swift on a private jet, but that's okay. This is a conundrum with living life like I do. And I also have to keep the hordes at bay while I'm cooking, so I smoked some of the salmon. And also just using it to sort of give us another example of how good saldais krejums is by sticking it in a food processor with some grietje and sour cream and some syrup there. And then just using it to bring everything together and give this nice fatty foundation for this really, really delicious pate. It's actually worth a go. Serve it up with a little bit of bread. You're in heaven, right there. That's heaven in my wife's hand right there. Oh, that's my hand, but yeah. Anyway, but a conundrum of living life on opposite sides of the world is you get used to things in each country. So salmon in Latvia, comparatively cheap and fresh, so that's a win. But in New Zealand, we take the title for wine. But I think we ultimately draw level because both sets of supermarkets are trying to screw us over, except for Lidl. Lidl is awesome.
But one nice thing about living life like this is, as my identity starts to blur between Latvian and Kiwi, there's some cross-pollination. Start introducing things from one side to the other on a fairly regular basis. So while I'm in New Zealand, carbonades, valmiera salāti, balsams, grīki, un drīz kvass. And so things like this recipe sort of come back and forth. It's a summer salad that I'll take with me when I go back to Latvia. You see, my line of thinking is quite simple. Kābi salāti with a dill-laced grilled salmon and a saldais krejums-based sauce. Things like this hit all the bases for a traditional Latvian dish and start to taste pretty accurate with a proper saldais krejums to anchor the whole thing.
So my wife said that this tasted healthy, which is never a good sign, is it? But we'll see what her judgment's really like. Got a bit of everything on there, so let's give this a go. It tastes good. It tastes really good. The sauce obviously is the best part because it's just fat, but yeah, I'm happy with that. There's a new salad in there somewhere. It's got good balance. It's fairly light. Probably could do with a spritz of lemon juice, or a spritz more of lemon juice. But and fresh dill would be fantastic. But I'm working on that. That's a work in progress for sure. Alrighty. Saldais krejums. Get it done properly.